Welcome to Pioneer Viewpoint. I'm Corrine.
And I'm John. Many Middle Tennessee schools are discussing strengthening security after the recent shooting at Covenant School. The schools are looking at using safety and security film made by 3M to cover glass doors and windows. The head of Dixon Graphics says while it won't stop a bullet, it will hold surfaces together to keep somebody from gaining access buying precious time.
The Vol State campus in Cookeville is warding off another invasion of zombies. Cameron tells us how.
Looking for ways to survive the zombie apocalypse? 10 Ways to Survive the Zombie Apocalypse is the upcoming play hosted at the Cookeville campus this spring.
Come on, Christy!
I'm hurt. I can't make it. Just leave me behind.
Okay.
That's it?
I sat down with English professor and director Lucas Flatt and asked about some of the challenges of directing.
Getting everybody in the same room at the same time. Everybody's done their best, but, you know, community college students are busy people. They have lots going on. That might even be more true than, you know, at a university.
But how are we going to do that? There's only 4 of us.
It's room for some girls.
Now is not the time for sexism, Jimmy.
As well as some of the more fun parts.
Hanging out with y'all, and laughing at the funny stuff you do, and working on the scenes, all the acting stuff, the directing stuff that I like to do, as opposed to this organizational stage manager stuff where it was more work and more of a struggle for me. But all of that. But honestly, hanging out and watching y'all have fun is the fun part. That might sound like a cliche answer, but it's true. I'll miss it when we're done. I'll miss hanging out with you guys. So.
It's no use. We're all gonna die.
Stand back, Susan. I love you.
I just met you.
I must warn you, I fall in love quickly and fall out of love equally quickly.
I love you too.
It's too late, I moved on. Come on, people.
I also asked how the community can support these plays in the future.
I just need students here who want to come out in the Upper Cumberland and act in a play. We got the rest covered. I think that's come to the shows, and they're free. The 25th and the 26th, Tuesday and Wednesday night at 7 o'clock, free to the public at the Cookeville campus at Cody Hall.
I think I've got my person.
Are you turning into a werewolf?
What? No, you're thinking of lycanthropy.
Oh, darn.
The showtime will be April 25th and 26th at 7 p.m. in Cody Hall, Vol State, Cookeville.
Sumner County's Director of Schools has been hired to lead a school district in Batesville, Mississippi. Dr. Dell Phillips will begin both a consulting role here in Sumner and the new Mississippi job on July 1st. He'll have the consulting job until the end of June 2024.
Tired of bumpy roads and sidewalks? Micaiah tells us things are smoothing out.
Lots of construction is happening in Gallatin and on Ball State campus this week. Road milling is happening on city streets and on Long Hollow Pike. The mostly pleasant weather has made it easier for Rogers Group to do work on roads around town and has made it possible for construction on campus projects to move along. As for student reaction, many are just taking it in stride.
It hasn't bothered me at all. I'm only here once a week.
Students are relieved that they get to keep their gazebo and tree in the center of campus. I'm Micaiah Starks for Vol State News.
One of Gallatin's major events this year is Square Fest, and it's happening this weekend on the square. Which means, of course, that streets will shut down at 6 a.m. Saturday morning around the square and reopen around 6 p.m. Lots of food, local vendors, lots of music. Kids can't complain. There's nothing to do. Am I right?
Or they could catch a baseball game or 3. As Vol State closes out its baseball season this weekend, Brian Guzman catches up with one of its celebrated alum.
We have Chase Thompson, who is a former college athlete who attended Vol State and played baseball at Cumberland University. What's fun about playing baseball in college?
Yeah, I just played it my whole life, so really just playing the game and my teammates. I really like my teammates.
How did you balance schoolwork and baseball?
It was definitely hard, but I found out you had to start scheduling things, so you got to use a lot of alarms. But some days you just go without sleep, I would say. But after a while, you get it down.
So when it comes to your diet, did you have any restrictions at all?
Just not drink soda. That was one of the big things. Staying hydrated. But when it comes to like the food I eat, it was all the same what everybody eats really. It's just make sure you stay hydrated.
Do you have any advice for any upcoming athletes or college athletes right now?
The biggest one I would say is make sure it's something you want to do because it takes up basically all your time. Also, make sure you're hydrated, like I said before, and put in a lot of work. You really got to put in tons of work. If you played in high school, you already put in a lot of work, but college is totally different, and balancing it is extremely hard. So that's probably the best advice I feel like I could give.
Now you know a little more what it takes to be a college athlete.
The Titans may make a pitch to a local college star in the draft. Here's a look at sport.
The Tennessee Titans are reportedly looking at the Vols' Cedric Tillman in the NFL draft. The Titans' offense is built around their power running game, which opens up play-action passing opportunities down the field. Tillman's size and catching ability would make him a valuable target for quarterback Ryan Tannehill in these situations. With his strong hands and ability to make tough catches in traffic, Tillman could become a reliable target for Tannehill on third downs and in the red zone. The Nashville Sound return home for a 6-game series against the Omaha Storm Chasers this week after a disappointing weekend in Jacksonville. The Sound ended their series with a jumbo shrimp with a 3-2 loss, the first time Nashville has lost a series this season. The Fall State Pioneers have a 3-game series against Motlow State this weekend to cap their season. The Pioneers had 2 wins and a loss against Cleveland State over the weekend. I'm Logan, and that's a look at sports.
Can't wait till next season. Spring is definitely in the air. Here's a look at the forecast.
We've got clouds tonight, the low hitting 62, just low enough to kick on the heat again. Clouds should fade by morning, but they'll whisk in later tomorrow. High hitting 76, the low drops to the low 60s tomorrow night. We could get some showers. Saturday looks cloudy and cool. The high hitting 65, but the low dropping to 37, so cover those plants. A little bit of sunshine on Sunday, high only 69. I'm Ambrose with your Pioneer forecast.
That wraps up this edition of Pioneer Viewpoint. I'm John.
And I'm Corrine. Thanks for watching.